Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into a big question. Artificial intelligence. Is it killing human creativity or actually sparking it?
Hmm.
Now, lots of people assume, it's the end of creativity as we know it. Maybe everything just gets bland.
Right, sort of homogenized.
Exactly. But when we dug into the sources for this deep dive, the answer we found was really quite counterintuitive. Surprising, even.
Yeah, definitely. Our mission today really is to unpack that, to show how AI, well, it isn't holding creativity back. If anything, it's fueling this huge surge in human ingenuity.
Surge. Okay.
Yeah, enhancing the creative field, opening up totally new avenues, and crucially making it more accessible for, everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out.
It's interesting, though, because this whole idea, machines and creativity, it's not brand new, is it?
Not at all. You can trace it way back. Ancient myths, even.
Right, like artificial beings.
Exactly. And then, more concretely, you have someone like Ada Lovelace in the 19th century.
Yeah.
She had this vision, this idea of computers creating poetical science, she called it.
Poetical science. I like that. So there's this long thread from those early ideas right up to today's, well, incredibly powerful algorithms.
Mhm.
The question is, how are these modern AIs, the ones with all this computing power, how are they actually changing things now in ways maybe even Lovelace couldn't foresee?
Okay, so let's unpack that, like you said. How are things different now?
Yeah, what's the mechanism?
Well, it really comes down to a couple of huge shifts. First, just the sheer power of computers now. It's exponential growth.
Right, Moore's law and all that.
Exactly. And combine that with these really sophisticated machine learning techniques, things like neural networks,
Which sort of mimic the brain, yeah.
loosely, yes. They
Yeah.
learn patterns. And then you've got things like generative adversarial networks, GANs.
Ah, yes, Jans. Those are fascinating.
Yeah, they really are. It's like two AIs in competition. One makes stuff, the other tries to tell if it's fake, and they just push each other constantly, getting better and better, more realistic, more novel.
So it's this technological leap that's pushed AI right into the creative space.
Precisely. It can analyze just massive amounts of data, generate new content ideas faster than we ever could alone. So far from killing human creativity, it's more like a catalyst.
A catalyst, okay.
Yeah, it sparks things, democratizes creativity, gives individuals these incredible tools to, supercharge their own ideas. It handles some of the grunt work.
So catalyst is a good word, but maybe a bit abstract. Can you give us a concrete example?
Yeah.
How does that actually look for someone trying to create something?
Sure, sure. Let's take AI writing assistants like ChatGPT or Gemini.
Right, everyone's heard of those.
Exactly. And they're not just fancy search engines. Think of them more like a creative partner.
Okay.
They can brainstorm with you, generate plot ideas, draft outlines, even suggest marketing slogans. It takes away a lot of the tedious stuff.
Like writer's block, maybe? Or just
Right.
getting started?
Yeah, exactly. Someone who maybe felt blocked or didn't have the resources or maybe the formal training, now they have this tool. It lowers the barrier
Yeah.
dramatically.
So it brings more people into the fold, creatively speaking.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's leading to this much more inclusive digital landscape. The key is AI is augmenting you, the human. It's not replacing you. It frees up your mind for the bigger picture, the unique vision, the critical thinking only you can bring.
Okay, that makes sense for text. But what about pictures, visuals? Midjourney, DLE, those have made huge waves.
Huge waves is right. They've totally changed the game for visual creation.
How do they work? Is it similar?
It's based on similar principles,
Yeah.
but visually focused. They use these incredibly complex neural networks called diffusion models.
Diffusion models. Okay.
So picture this. The AI starts with just random noise, like TV static, basically.
Right.
And then, step by tiny step, it refines that noise. It sort of de-noises it, guiding it towards a coherent image based on what it's learned from, well, millions or billions of images and their descriptions.
Guided by the text prompt I give it.
Exactly. You type in,
Okay.
a photorealistic image of an astronaut riding a flamingo on Mars.
Okay, maybe not that specifically.
Maybe not, but you get the idea. The AI doesn't just find an existing picture. It creates it from scratch based on understanding your words, often using other AI techniques like CLP to really nail the link between the text concept and the visual output.
Wow. So it's translating words into unique pixels.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
It's blurring the line between just giving instructions and actually co-creating something visual. Think about it. Someone who, maybe like me, can barely draw a stick figure.
Uh-huh.
Can now type a description and generate this incredibly detailed, imaginative artwork. It's a massive democratization right there. Skills that used to take years to develop are now accessible.
So across the board, text, images, the pattern seems clear from the sources we looked at. It's not stifling creativity. It feels more like fostering.
Yeah,
What was the phrase? A renaissance of human-directed innovation.
that sums it up really well.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. The big takeaway seems to be that AI is really acting as this powerful enhancer. It's making creativity more accessible. It's boosting what individuals can do across all sorts of fields,
Yeah, more ideas, more access, more people actually making things.
bringing their unique visions out into the world.
Exactly. Which leads to maybe a final thought for you, our listener, to chew on.
Okay.
Given that AI can handle so many of these repetitive tasks, and it acts like this, I don't know, instantly accessible encyclopedia,
Right.
what happens next? What kind of new, uniquely human innovations might emerge when our minds are freed up even more? Freed to focus purely on that critical thinking, that original vision. What's over the horizon?